Hi guys! In today's video, I'm going to share my top holistic habits for optimal digestion. You've probably heard this saying, you are what you eat, but a more accurate statement would be, you are what you digest. Proper digestion is important for breaking down food into nutrients, which the body can use for energy, growth, and cell repair. So these are some easy everyday tips you can incorporate into your life. They'll optimize your digestion and help relieve any digestive issues you may be experiencing. So let's jump into the video. Our bodies are home to trillions of microorganisms that perform critical functions like digesting food, managing inflammation, synthesizing key vitamins, and more. This is our microbiome. However, modern living has depleted our microbiomes, which in turn has had a negative impact on our health. Your gut health affects every other aspect of your health, so taking a high-quality probiotic can make a huge difference on your health and the way you feel. So I would like to thank Seed for partnering with me on today's video. When I learned about Seed, I was incredibly impressed, so I'm so excited to share their DS-01 Daily Synbiotic with you guys because I truly believe it is the best on the market. Synbiotics are mixtures of probiotics and prebiotics. Their DS-01 contains 24 probiotic strains that have been clinically and scientifically studied to provide benefits around gastrointestinal function, skin health, heart health, gut immune function, and more. And what I've learned is not all probiotics are created equal. Most don't even make it to your intestines because your stomach acid destroys it. However, with Seed, their ViaCap technology ensures bacteria survive and stay viable through digestion. Their Synbiotic has a 100% survival through stomach acid, bile salts, and digestive enzymes. There's no synthetic or chemical coating, and the outer capsule serves as a barrier to oxygen, moisture, and heat, so there's no refrigeration necessary. With your first month, you will get a 30-day supply in a refillable glass jar, plus a glass travel vial so you can take your Synbiotic on the go with you. And then the next month, you will receive a sustainable refill. You just take 2 capsules daily, preferably on an empty stomach. And you can use the code Holistic Habits to get 15% off your first month supply of Seed's DS-01 Daily Synbiotic, plus free shipping. There are so many wonderful herbs out there that can help ease stomach issues and promote healthy digestion. Everything from licorice, mint, ginger, cinnamon, turmeric, fennel, rosemary, cardamom, chamomile, the list goes on. One of my favorite remedies for stomach aches is consuming cloves. This aromatic spice can help eliminate stomach problems such as diarrhea, bloating, nausea, vomiting, and indigestion. You can actually buy cloves that are in a pill form, and whenever I get a stomach ache, I take one, and it always seems to help. And a really great remedy for nausea is to just mix some clove powder with a bit of raw honey and consume that. It tastes so good, and it really works. And another wonderful spice for an upset stomach is ginger. Ginger root helps relieve digestive problems, and it's one of the best remedies for nausea. You can make a delicious tea by simmering pieces of fresh ginger in hot water for 20 minutes. You can drink it straight, but I like to add a bit of lemon and a bit of raw honey. Or if you really want a ginger kick, you can take a fresh ginger shot. It is potent, but the health benefits are worth it. And a bit of ginger kombucha always makes me feel better. Another great way to utilize herbs for your digestive system is to drink CCF Tea. CCF Tea stands for cumin, coriander, and fennel tea. It's a traditional Ayurvedic tea blend that's wonderful for your digestive system. CCF Tea can strengthen your digestive fire, enhance nutrient absorption, reduce gas and bloating, relieves indigestion, eases nausea and vomiting, and gently detoxifies the body. So to make this simple yet healing tea, you can just combine equal parts organic cumin, coriander, and fennel seeds, mix them together, and then add a heaping tablespoon into your teapot and let that steep for about 10 to 15 minutes, and it's ready to enjoy. I love the taste of fennel, so I really enjoy this tea. You can drink it daily, and I like to have it both hot and cold. And you can look for teas like this yogi tea, which combines several organic herbs like fennel, licorice, and peppermint to help support healthy digestion. There's just so many wonderful options out there. Taking a look at our diet is very important when it comes to our gut health. We can create optimal digestion with the foods we choose to eat and also the foods we choose not to eat. I highly recommend avoiding processed foods full of refined oils and sugars, which over time can break down the gut lining, leading to numerous digestive issues such as leaky gut and IBS. Also, listen to your body and eliminate foods that cause you digestive upset. Some foods that are seemingly healthy can still cause you digestive upset. Many people have trouble digesting foods like cruciferous vegetables, beans, and legumes. However, you may not need to eliminate them completely because how you prepare your food makes a huge difference on how you digest it. So let's talk for a second about food preparation for optimal digestion. Certain foods are easier to digest cooked rather than raw. So you can gently saute or steam foods like broccoli to help make it easier to digest. Certain foods will lose some of their nutrients when cooked, but other foods like tomatoes, asparagus, mushrooms, and spinach actually become more bioavailable when cooked. Raw kale can definitely be hard to chew and digest, so I suggest massaging your kale with a bit of olive oil and lemon juice. This breaks down the tough, fibrous characteristics of kale, making it a lot easier to digest. Plus, it just makes it a much more pleasant texture to eat. I massage my kale for around 5 minutes. You'll see that it'll lose a lot of volume. I love making a massaged kale salad with olive oil, lemon, salt, pepper, balsamic reduction, and then top it with some things like tomatoes, avocado, hemp hearts, and nutritional yeast, really whatever your heart desires. Once you eat massaged kale, you'll never go back to eating that tough raw kale. Soaking your nuts, seeds, and legumes makes them much easier to digest and makes their nutrients more bioavailable. Raw nuts, seeds, legumes, and grains contain anti-nutrients like phytic acid and enzyme inhibitors. Phytic acid is necessary for the plant as it helps safeguard the nut or seed until proper growing conditions are present and germination can occur. However, when consumed by humans, these compounds can lead to nutrient deficiencies and digestive system irritation. Nuts and seeds are good sources of protein and nutrients, but it doesn't mean that your body can absorb these nutrients. So that's why you should always soak your nuts, seeds, and legumes before eating them. To soak them, just place your nuts and seeds in a bowl of warm water and sea salt and let them sit for around 8 to 12 hours, depending what kind it is. After they're done soaking, you can use the nuts and seeds right away, or you can also dehydrate them if you want to bring them back to their original state. And you can also take it a step further by sprouting them. Sprouting reduces the enzyme inhibitors even more and unlocks even more nutrients. You know, it takes a bit more time to soak and sprout, but your health is worth it. Fermenting is a wonderful way to make foods more digestible. Fermented foods are rich in probiotics for a healthy microbiome, and they can also help decrease inflammation. So try to incorporate things like sauerkraut, miso, natto, kimchi, kombucha, kefir, and yogurt into your diet. I have a video on how to make sauerkraut at home, so I will link that below in the description box. Also, try to cook more at home instead of going to restaurants. Most restaurants are focused on the taste of the food, but not so much the health benefits. You really don't know what they're putting in your food and the quality of the ingredients, but if you're cooking it yourself, you know exactly what you're putting in your body. And cooking is just such an important skill to have. Plus, you'll save money. Since we're talking about a holistic approach for optimal digestion, we need to consider things like our stress levels, our sleep patterns, and how we're eating our food. Many of us forget that our bodies and minds are connected. Our digestion affects our brain, and our brain affects our digestion. We live in a stressful world, and most people deal with stress on a daily basis. When you're stressed, your body secretes the stress hormone cortisol, which activates the sympathetic nervous system, fight or flight, and suppresses the parasympathetic nervous system, rest and digest. So finding ways to reduce our stress levels can have a huge impact on our digestive system. Meditation, exercise, and spending time in nature are all great ways to reduce stress. I'll link a few of my other videos on how to reduce stress and anxiety down below in the description box, so you can check that out. Regular exercise keeps our digestive system working efficiently. Movement improves digestion by increasing blood flow, which affects every system in the body, including your digestive tract. So finding ways to move each and every day is so important, whether it's walking, practicing yoga, cycling, whatever you like. Keeping hydrated is so important for a healthy body and digestive system. However, try to avoid drinking water and other liquids with your meals. The water will interfere with your digestive fire. It can dilute your stomach acids, leading to less than optimal digestion. My next tip is chewing your food thoroughly, and I will admit I am not the best at doing this one myself, even though I know how important it is. They say the optimal amount of times to chew your food is around 30, and I'm sure most of us don't do that. I know that I don't. Digestion starts in our mouth. Chewing our food helps to mechanically break down the food into smaller chunks before it gets to the chemical digestion process in the stomach. And our saliva also contains enzymes to help break down things like carbohydrates. So if you chew your food, your digestive system doesn't have to work as hard. And chewing also helps us be more mindful and present while we're eating our delicious food. When we eat our food is also very important. If you tend to eat large meals at night before bed, this can impact your digestion in a negative way. Several studies show that eating our main meal before 3 p.m. is optimal for digestion. During this time of day, our digestion is strongest. However, I know that can be difficult for some people, so I recommend eating your last meal at least 2 to 3 hours before your bedtime to allow your body to digest before it rests. And there's a few natural remedies you can use to stimulate digestion. Drinking apple cider vinegar helps stimulate digestion by increasing the acidity in our stomach, which helps break down things like protein. Many of us don't have enough stomach acid to break down certain foods, so drinking raw apple cider vinegar may help improve digestion. Also, bitter foods and herbs are considered one of the best remedies for stimulating digestion. So try to incorporate bitter foods like dandelion greens, arugula, and artichoke into your diet. So those are my holistic habits for improving your digestion. Definitely check out Seed's DS-01 Daily Symbiotic. It's truly an amazing product for your gut health. And like I mentioned, you can use the code HOLISTICHABITS to get 15% off your first month supply plus free shipping. Thank you for watching. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!